Hey YouTube, it's Matches860. Talking about the best and worst parts of my job. Evan Phi posed that question. First, the housekeeping. Smoking some Stanwell vanilla in a Savinelli second. Very quiet morning here in Connecticut. For anybody who's just started to follow me, I'm a facilities manager in a apartment complex for the elderly. And I've been around senior citizens ever since I was old enough to work. I did 14 years in nursing homes, traveling all around New England. And I got out of that and decided to go into what they called independent living. Was real big back in the early and mid 80s. Nobody anticipated all the changes in the healthcare system, and that independent living concept sort of went out the window. Fewer and fewer people were being admitted into nursing homes because the states just couldn't afford the care. So the overflow from that situation kind of backwashed into all the independent living facilities. A lot of those became assisted living. And the one that I'm in now, we have kind of an unusual niche where we don't have an assisted living license, but we allow residents to have nurses come in. They can even have 24-hour care if that's what they want in their own apartments. And we're out of the loop as far as any kind of regulation goes. If I told all the best parts of the job and all the worst parts of the job, this would be an awfully long video. So I tried to narrow down the best of the best. I think the best part of the job is all the people that come through that you get to meet. Because they're living there, you get to know them fairly intimately. I've met numerous World War II vets, Holocaust survivors, one person who worked with Oppenheimer at Los Alamos, working on the atomic bomb. A pilot that used to fly the presidential plane for Roosevelt and Truman. Actually, it was his wife that lived there. I saw all the pictures of her husband. Just a lot of interesting characters. And the one thing that I learned over the years is that everybody's got a story. And it doesn't take very long after somebody moves in that, you know, either you ask them or they tell you, you know, what their particular story is. It's pretty amazing. So that's a good part of it. Worst part of the job, a lot of times you'll be talking with one of the residents just like you'd be talking to anybody else, and 5 minutes later all of a sudden they're not making any sense. And the problem there is people who have dementia, the early signs of confusion and Alzheimer's disease. You've got to relate to them in a very different way. You can't argue with people. You're never going to win as far as what their beliefs are. So when that happens, it's just it's kind of a mental drain, because now all of a sudden you're shifting gears, and you know, this woman who's looking for her husband that's been dead for 20 years, like I say, you can't reason with them. You just have to play the game. And you know, hey, your husband just called, he's working late tonight. You know, then they're fine for a couple hours and they get on to something else that's crazy. Definitely another bad part of the job is the end times for the residents. I should probably mention that your chances of ending up growing old away from your own home are pretty slim. People that end up in nursing homes long term represent a really small percentage of the population in that age group. But we do get our share of people who are in hospice, and everybody knows it's just a matter of time. And when the day comes, the whole community kind of slips into this funk. So that's no fun. The community always has some kind of personality to it, and it's continually changing. One resident said, summed it up the best. She said, you know, it's like being on a bus that makes a lot of stops. People get off the bus, new people get on the bus. So that's also, for the staff, it's a little bit trying, because, as I say, the community personality is continually changing with people that come and go. As I say, I could go on and on about things that go on, and there are good things and bad things like any job, but those are the ones that stand out in my mind. Aging has always been pretty fascinating to me. Some people age very gracefully. and they just sort of slip away. I've seen people who are in their early 60s just fighting it every inch of the way, in depression, and it really is a different experience for everybody. So that's my ramble. If you have any questions about senior citizens and living conditions, nursing homes, been doing it all my life. I'd love to answer your questions. Thanks an awful lot for watching. We'll catch you next time.